great-grandmother originally owned this property. My father bought it from her, but it's been in the family for quite a while. Before that, it was a canoe rental place because we're right on the lake. So that's how the first piece of property, and then this piece next door, I've been seeing there's a lot of cliffs to climb on and all that, and some pretty interesting rock formations up there. So that's kind of where the name came from. So right now, primarily everything in here is eastern white pine that was harvested from right over there. The idea is all my brother Tim's head as far as the design of this and all that. So all of the jointing on here is unique. All of it's custom fit together, which takes a lot of time to do. All of it is, again, from wood from right here. We bought our own sawmill, and we've been starting to, for the last 2 years, been sawing our own wood to complete finishing it off, but it's all wood that's been harvested right here from on site. Right in front of the lodge, we have it's a heritage yurt structure, it's called. It's a company in Sydney, Nebraska that makes insulated yurts. So it comes as a kit on a pallet, and we assembled it together, and again, Tim designed, drilled a hole through it, built a bathroom on that actually is connected to that yurt. So now it has not only a bathroom, but it has more room because you're not taking it up with a bathroom and stuff. So the yurt structure is very nice. I've actually stayed there in December in Maine, and we're gonna put together this year that actually has panels in it that you'll be able to see the view. So we're gonna put it up on the one of the ledges so that you can actually see out over the lake and all that. So those are some of the living structures that we have. We also have a small amphitheater and stage that we call Dusty because my cousin Derek Pelletier, it's Marine suicide thing, and he was a great musician, and we always cared a lot about him and stuff, and so his nickname was Dusty, and everyone called him Dusty, so that's what we call Dusty because it's music related stage and stuff. So eventually we'd like to have other structures like tree houses and things like that. Accessibility is important to me. My dad was a bilateral amputee, so it's always good if you can make something that people can get into that have barriers to full movement. What I'm looking at is maybe having something where the ledge is near the tree house so that we can kind of have it's a straight entry in, because if you see a lot of tree houses, they have a lot of stairs on them usually, and that's not what I'm trying to go for. I'd like it to be accessible for people that don't get a chance to stay in the woodsy kind of place. So. A lot of opportunities doing things recreationally, whether it's in the wintertime snowmobiling or snowshoeing or getting out cross-country skiing or doing things in the summertime here, going out on the boat. Some interesting features of the lake that we're on that people are always interested in seeing. So we trying to bring all that together in what Maine is. Maine is the advertisement is, they call it vacation land, and it says it on some of the license plates, but to us it's home, right? So we're trying to give that feeling to people that are kind of looking for that. So I think eventually we'll have campsites for people that really kind of want to get away and be in a quiet, peaceful place, a few sites, but again, I'm not trying to be the biggest. And then we'll have other units that we'll rent out with the thought behind that of some people would love to have a fifth wheel, but logistically it doesn't work out for them, so let's give them an opportunity to come stay in a nice fifth wheel or whatever, and and or check it out. And maybe if we get, win the lotto or whatever, we could get Airstreams or whatever. But the winters can be a little rough here, but with the snowmobiling and everything that they do, as long as there's good snow, they're happy. But one thing you can be guaranteed on is the lake is going to freeze. So a lot of times they're out there shoveling off, playing hockey. In the winter, they actually have an ice sailboard thing that they can go out there and sailboard on the ice, but it's not quite like being on the water. The tacks and jibes are a little bit interesting. You can get to the coast from here in not too long a drive, so people that want to go down east and check out, life in down east and go get a lobster roll on the shore, or get a lobster and have to wear a bib and use a hammer. This whole area is a living thing, between the trees, the plants. My brother showed you the other day the Indian pipes that grow that have no chlorophyll, and they can, grow and produce oxygen in complete darkness. Those are interesting things that you could just walk by if you didn't know the story behind it. So there's a lot of education in the woods here, a lot of things you could learn.